here. Congratulations. We do have a special guest tonight, all the way from down under, from Western Australia. Her name is Queen Amanda. She'll be joining us in about 15 minutes, everybody, to show off a lot of pets. A lot of pets. And we are excited to see them tonight. Hey, look at who's here. It's Boss Baby, everybody. So please make sure you also, I see a featured show host in here. His name is Chef L tonight, but on Fridays at lunchtime, which is noon, he has a show called Boss Branding on this app. Hit him with a favorite. Go check out his show. And go make sure you learn about a little bit about branding yourself on the app, especially if you're new around here in these parts, because that is what is happening. If you're also a featured show host in the chat, make sure you let us know you're here so we can do a shout out for your show as well, everybody. I'm super excited tonight because we've got an amazing guest, and she's got a lot of pets. She's also very skilled and very knowledgeable about pets, which makes it even better. And she has a lot of them. And I am not making that up. When I say she has a lot of pets, I mean she's got a lot of pets. She's also a registered ragdoll breeder in Down Under. And so this is going to be a really cool night tonight, that we get to have her on as a special treat here on the show. But we are going to get started, as we do every week, with a little bit of something else. And what we get started with, first and foremost, is animal trivia. So we do a little animal trivia to get started with everything. Charmaine, it's my job to talk so much, and you keep talking in those comments and helping me trend. I really appreciate that. So we're going to start this week with a little bit of cat trivia. So we're going to start there, and we're going to move on to some other pets, because she's got a lot of pets, and I want you guys to know a little bit more about pets. So we're going to go start with cats, because why not? Meow does stand for make each one wanted, and that is what we do here. If you are disruptive in my chat, though, I have several bouncers that will show you the way out. So keep that in mind, and they're not afraid to use it, as you can see. Okay, so how many teeth does an adult cat have? Does it have 24, 32, 30, or 36? What do you say? Brittany says 32. You are incorrect, Brittany. What about 24, 30, or 36? I'm going to go with 36. Nope, I'm wrong too. Little did I know. So that means it's 30 or 24. It's a 50-50 split. I'm not sure. Oh, it's not 24 either. That means it was 30. An adult cat. An adult cat has 30 teeth, 16 on the top and 14 on the bottom, okay? That's interesting to know. All right, what cartoon cat is buddies with a dog named Odie? Is it Heathcliff? Is it Felix? Is it Garfield? Or is it Sylvester? Which one do you think it is? Garfield? You are correct. The Garfield comic strip, created by Jim Davis, has spawned several animated television specials, 2 animated television series, 2 theatrical feature-length live caption CGI animated films, and 3 fully CGI animated direct-to-video movies. Wow. So, all right, what do you know, how fast can cats run, though? How fast can cats run? Is it 40 miles per hour, 30, 50, or 20? 40, 30, 50, or 20? I mean, I'm going 40. That was a good guess. 30? 30 is the answer, though. Brittany's coming and killing it with her cat knowledge. House cats can run at top speeds of around 30 miles per hour. This is comparable maximum running speed to those of a white-tailed deer, warthogs, and grizzly bears. It is also the top speed achieved by track star Usain Bolt. Keep that in there. All right. So here's another question. Who was the first cat launched into space? Yeah, you saw the Disney movie Space Cats? Maybe you didn't, but there was a real cat that got launched into space. Was it Veronique? Was it Felix? Was it Leica? Or was it Felicity? What do you think it was? Veronique, Felix, Felix? No, not Felix, but maybe Leica or Felicity? I'm gonna say Leica, but I don't know. It's not Leica either. So it's gotta be Veronique or Felicity. Wow, this is a hard one. It is Felicity, Mr. Moon, on October 18th, 1963, on the French rocket Veronique. AGI 47. Felicity, a black and white female cat found on the streets of Paris, was launched into space. The non-orbital flight lasted 15 minutes, reaching a height of 97 miles. Felicity was safely recovered after the capsule parachuted to Earth. The British press of the time dubbed her the Astro Cat. Wow. See, it's the things we know. It's the things we don't know, too, as well. I mean, it's just things I just never even know at all and find as we do trivia together. But we're going to switch over to something else kind of trivia. And for this trivia, we're going to do a little dog trivia. All right. So let's see what you know about the doggies. Woof, woof. All right. Do you know about the dogs? I mean, maybe the kangaroos. Should we do kangaroo trivia? Our guest is from Western Australia. She probably has a kangaroo in her backyard. But just in case she doesn't, maybe we'll stick to the well, let's stick with some it's not wanting to load up the dog trivia. Ah, here it is. It loaded finally. All right. What is the fastest breed of dog? Is it a Harrier, a Swedish Valhund, a Greyhound, or a German Spitz? What do you think it is? Thank you for all the gifts, everybody. I see you, Sarag. I see you, everybody. Thank you. A Greyhound? You guys know this one. How fast is a dog? It's 45 miles per hour. That's how fast. A Greyhound is the world's fastest breed of dog. Rawr. Get a bite out of that. In fact, it's the only land animal faster than a greyhound is the cheetah. And not surprisingly, greyhounds are bred primarily for racing. So that's the part that's exciting. Let's see if you know this though. Oh, I'm so glad that you chose to. Thank you. Everybody coming in, welcome into Meowing Me. We're getting ready for our first special guest. She's going to be coming on here in a little bit. In the meantime, we're doing a little trivia between cats and dogs to find out what you know about what, okay? Some of you know a lot, obviously. Some of you don't know a lot, obviously. But we've got a little bit of mix of 50-50 split in here. So what percentage of dog owners give their pets presents on their birthday? Is it 58? Is it 36? Is it 27? Or is it 14? What percentage of dog owners give their pets presents on their birthday? I'm going to go with 27. Nope. 58? Nope. So we're at 36 and 14. Bruce going 15? Nope. I'm going to say it's 36. That's what's left, Brittany. 36% of dog owners give their pooches presents on their birthday. Are you one of those owners? Are you a dog owner that gives their dog presents on their birthday? I don't have dogs, but I have 2 cats, and I give my cats presents on their birthday. What kind of dog is a really bad swimmer? Is it a Dachshund? Is it a Basset Hound? Is it a Greyhound or a Boxer? What do you think it is? You're guilty? Mr. Moon says he's guilty of giving a minute a snack on the birthday. The Basset Hound? Ooh, you guys are so good. Yes, it is the basset hound. With two-thirds of their body weight in the front of their bodies, basset hounds are not the greatest swimmers and should never be left alone in pools. And it's probably because their ears actually weigh so much, right? Let's see what you know about this. Ooh, what dog was originally bred to catch rats? Was it the Chihuahua? Hi, Step Barbie. Was it the Yorkshire Terrier? Was it the miniature Schnauzer? Or was it the Tibetan Spaniel? I have equals. He says Schnauzers right out the gate. It wasn't the Schnauzer. The Yorkie, let's go with the Yorkie. Yes, it is the Yorkie, Chris. The Yorkshire Terrier is a small dog breed developed during the 19th century in Yorkshire, England, to catch rats in clothing mills. That is correct. All right, let's see what else we know. We're getting closer. We're getting closer to our special guest time. If my special guest is in the stream, please hit me with a hi so I know you're here. And then go ahead and request the box so that way I know you're ready. Okay, cool. All right. Now, what Belgian breed is sometimes referred to as the little black devil? Is it a barbet, a schipperke, a papillion, or a cane corso? What Belgian breed of dog is sometimes referred to the papillion? Not the papillion. That was a good guess. The schipperke or the cane corso or barbet? I'm going to say barbet. I think I'm wrong. It's not wrong. It is wrong. Let's go with the corso, Black Zeus. I agree. Nope, it wasn't that one. So it must be the schipperke. Spelled Schipperke. And that is it. It's a small Belgian breed of dog that originated in the 16th century. The Schipperke is known for us being a stubborn, mischievous, and headstrong temperament, and is sometimes referred to as the little black fox, and the Tasmanian black devil, or the little black devil. Interesting, interesting. Hello, Moon Lover. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. We're going to get started with our first special guest here in just a couple minutes. So get your drinks, get your sodas, get whatever it is that you want, and sit down because we have an incredible amount of pets to go over tonight. In fact, this person gets their own show on Meow and Me just because she has so many pets to share, which means that I'm pretty excited about this, okay? Now, what do you know about George Washington's dog? George Washington was the first president of the United States, but do you know who George Washington's dog was named? What was George Washington's dog's name? Was it King Tut? Was it LeBeau? Was it Sweet Lips? Or was it Faithful? Ooh, we're gonna go with Faithful. It's not Faithful. King Tut, not Tut. That means we got Sweet Lips and LeBeau. And Queen Amanda says Sweet Lips, and she is correct. It was Sweet Lips. Washington's diaries are filled with his accounts of his dog breeding, and eventually he created a unique breed of foxhound, and that he called the Virginia Hounds. Some of his favorite dogs included Sweet Lips, Madam Moose, Drunkard, Taster, Chloe, Tipsy, Forester, Germer, Lady Rover, Vulcan, and Searcher. Those were George Washington's dogs' names. That's a lot of freaking dogs. Okay, if I do say so myself, that's a whole lot of dog. Hello, JT. So we got JT from Quinn and JT on Sunday nights. They are a featured show host. Make sure you go check them out on Sunday nights at 9 p.m. for Chowing Down. That's where they make you hungry by cooking food in front of you that you will never get a chance to eat, but you may be able to make it yourself at home, yourself I am just letting you know. Be prepared to be hungry when you get done watching that show. And I'm not mad at you, but you do make me hungry. Okay. All right. So you guys hit JT with a favorite. Um, you guys, we're at this next part of the night. Welcome into Meow and Me. We are now getting ready for our first special guest. Her name is Queen Amanda. She's got all the pets. Thank you all to my top gifters. We got OG Vibes, Mr. Moon, Box Boy. Please make sure you hit them with favorites. Go check them out. They all do stuff here on the app. I'm so glad that you came in tonight, and I hope you're gonna have as good a time as I will. Let's get started though. I don't see her. Do you guys see her? Might have to try one more time, Queen Amanda. Let's try one more time. Nope, this is a box time. This is a featured show, so anybody who's in the box is somebody who's been planned to be there. There you are.
Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm so excited to have you on again. I'm doing
I'm
good. You
excited
guys
to be
listen
here.
to Queen
We've got lots
Amanda.
to go through.
What?
We've got lots to go through.
I
I don't
know.
know where
That's
to
why
start today.
we have a lot. So I want to get started. Where do you want to take us first? I'm very excited. So,
Do you want to start with the or the ooh?
oh. Let's go with the O or ooh. Whichever one.
Well, these guys are being a bit cute right now. So I actually picked up not one but two new little kittens this weekend. So this here is Dream.
Oh, wow.
She is a Seal Tawny Point ragdoll kitten. So she's 15 weeks old at the moment. And as you can
She's
see, she's quite
adorable.
happy and confident and, chilling around the place. I have another kitten here as well that I picked up the same day. Unfortunately, we're probably not going to be able to see her because she's right underneath, oh, right underneath the freezer at the moment. So, yeah, they came from two different breeders. So they're going to be my new breeding queens when they're old enough. But yeah, so this is Dream. And the other little girl, so she, yeah, as I said, she's a Seal Tawny Point ragdoll. The other one is a Lilac Point, and she's 14 weeks old.
So they're
they're
just
only
a
a week
bit
apart
over.
in age.
Look at her go.
As you can
She's
see,
just so inquisitive.
she's been here for 2 days. So the fact that she's just going to sit in her litter tray right now. The fact that she's, just happy, chilling, doing whatever she wants to do. She's pretty content. It just shows you like the big difference that cats can have. Like she's out here running around. She's not worried about my dogs that are here right now as well. The dogs are pretty good with all the cats, so she's into everything at the moment. Um, and then you've got the other one who's been here the exact same amount of time, who started off in that crate there. I've still left their crates out at the moment. So she started off in that crate there when I brought her home. I pulled her out, put her on my lap, and she pretty much jumped off straight away and ran into that crate, which she stayed in for the last day and a half. Only last night she came out and started to explore a little bit, but she's gone back into hiding now. So yeah, so we got these two little kittens. One we can see, one we can't, and then I've got my two dogs here. So we might as well
What
move
kind of dogs?
into.
What type of dogs are the black dogs?
So Chase, they're both 10 years old. They're actually 10 on the 14th of February. So they're mini poodle cross Maltese. I actually have, so this is Chase and this is Pepper. I actually have a third dog, but she's not here right now. So she's a Maremma. And she's a livestock guardian dog breed. So she'll be back here hopefully in a couple of weeks.
Okay, so you have two dogs right there that are they're both
Yeah,
10 years old?
yeah, both 10 years old. So they're both, yeah, 14th of February is their birthday. So they'll be 10 then.
Oh, did you
Yeah.
get them for
Pepper?
a Love Day present?
No. Um, I've had Pepper since she was 7 weeks old.
Aw.
And then I have had Chase since he was 11 months old. Yeah.
Oh,
So they're, they're pretty good dogs. They're what you expect of little dogs go. A lot of noise, a little bark, a little bite, I mean.
she is.
So
She's
we
a.
just see.
We have some people saying we have a modern day Dr. Doolittle.
Pretty much. So next, we've got some babies here.
With some
So
baby
these
chicks.
are little goslings. And then there's a little guinea fowl keep in there as well.
So these are ducks, not chickens.
But they're geese.
They're geese. Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Geese.
they're geese. So they're really like,
Yeah.
are they aggressive? Geese? Are geese aggressive? I always feel like geese are kind
Um,
of aggressive.
so I have some more geese. So these are my babies.
Mhm.
I have some more geese. So we'll talk about the geese a little bit later when
Okay.
we get down there. Yeah, we still got quite a bit to go through.
I
Okay.
heard they beat people. They just go up to people and just beat them.
I
Like,
originally got the geese because I mean I live in the middle of nowhere, so I've just
right.
walked out the front now. So this is essentially my front yard. So like it is the road just there, but like I'll take you out further, but like I'm literally in the outback. Yeah. So I originally got the geese to protect me. So next we've got the ewe. So this is Noodle.
Oh, this is your snake.
Noodle, this is my snake. So Noodle is not a very happy camper. Let's see if we can get him to come out. He's probably gonna.
Oh, it's big. What do you feed him? Rats?
Yeah, so he's on wiener rats now. You gonna come out, Noodle?
Ooh. Don't get bit. Oof. Ooh.
No. So Noodle, he's
Like,
pretty hungry at the moment. I actually tried to get
he
him a
looked
rat the other
like he,
day when I was
he
at the
looked
pet
kind of
store.
I just saw that look in his eyes like he thought you were dinner. That's what I look. It's
Yeah. So
big.
he is pretty hungry right now.
He's pretty large.
I did try and buy him a rat the other day, but unfortunately they didn't have any. So hopefully when I go into town today, um, we'll be able to get a rat for him to eat.
Yeah. Feel free
But
to leave him in his cage because I don't want any
yeah,
I don't want him to bite you,
Noodle's not coming
especially if
out
he's
today.
hungry.
So yeah, this is Noodle. So he's a Woma python. So he's
A
about 2 years
python.
old. Yeah, so a Woma python.
A
I'll
what
get rid of the
kind?
reflection here. Woma.
Wormer?
What Woma? So WOMA. Woma.
Wilma. Oh, Wilma.
Yeah.
Ooh. Almost like Fred and Wilma, like on the
Yeah.
Flintstones. Oh
Yeah. So
my gosh,
that's
this is
Noodle.
so cool. Look at him go. He's just moving around. How often does he shed or molt?
It
I guess
depends.
he
So
molts.
his last shed was probably about maybe a month or so ago. So he's got a little heat lamp up there, but it's not turned on right now because we're in the middle of summer here.
Yeah.
So it hasn't been turned on for probably 2 months now. But yeah, so you can probably hear some of the next animals I'm going to show you. So that's Noodle.
Oof.
So
How long
we've
have
got
you
a
had
special
Noodle
appearance from
now, Amanda?
Kaya. I've had Noodle for just over a year. So Kaya's one of my previous babies. Um,
I, so she loves you. Look at her go.
So she was actually surrendered back to me about 2 weeks ago now.
Oh,
Her owner's son had really bad asthma, and they actually contacted me in October um, to um, to say that they were having some issues, and I've been working with the family since October to see if we could try and get on top of it so that he could have some relief from his asthma. But unfortunately, he just like they'd spent thousands of dollars replacing carpets, medication.
My meal
Unfortunately, it just
ended up
wasn't enough,
absolutely
so
amazing.
they had to return her. So she's looking for a new home at the moment.
They were amazing.
Yeah,
It does
so
kinda look
these
like
are
an
my
elephant.
lorikeets.
It will look like more like an elephant here. A little
what
bit.
is
We've got
this
a
kind of
scaly
bird?
Straight.
These are called lorikeets. So this
He's
one
got
up
a
here is
lady
a
dancing
scaly
on
breasted
his desk.
lorikeet. And then we've got a red-fronted rainbow lorikeet and a yellow-fronted rainbow lorikeet. So these two are quite tame, as you can see. I won't let them out at the moment, but as you can see, they're quite tame.
Oh, those are so pretty. Now, how old do these birds usually grow old to?
That's a good, probably, I would say, like, don't come out. Like, you can't come out. I would say probably at least 20, 30 years, maybe 40 years.
30
I'm just
Oh, that's
years.
green.
Yeah, so
Wow.
these
just
guys
relaxing
these
over
guys
here.
are babies as well. So the reason I actually have these two in particular, well, I originally had this one here, and I thought he's a
Just
little he's
relaxing.
funny.
I like
He
to
does this
relax.
constantly. Um, I got
For the favorite.
I
I
had
got
the
you.
scaly breast first.
Oh, that is Jay. Hey, Jay.
And I
You just
thought,
barely
I'll get
favorited
him a
me? Or is
friend.
that a different
I
account? I'm
follow
so very
wildlife
confused
carer
right now.
on Facebook, and she just happened to have some fledgling
That's a different account.
lorikeets, who
Is that your
she was
backup?
hand rearing because they'd come into care either from having fallen out of the nest or being attacked or whatever the reason is why wildlife comes into care.
Possibly.
These birds are actually considered as pests in Western Australia. So they're not native
1 out of 10.
to here, and if they do go to a vet, they
Well,
generally get euthanized. So these two
yesterday
actually got very lucky to go into the
I got a
care of a
really good
wildlife
deal.
carer, and now to
So
come
do I.
home with me and live with me until their time. So they'll be here for quite a long
I
time. As you can
almost
see,
feel
they're very
bad on the
interactive.
good
They
deal
want
that I got.
a lot of food from me right now. They have food. I've got some fruit inside
Yeah.
for them at the moment, though, but we'll have that in a minute. But
Yeah, I mean,
these
how many
guys are.
eggs
You know
do
how
they
like you
have,
get vibes from
Amanda?
people or
Do
from
you breed the
ads or
birds?
things
Mhm.
that are
So
happening?
I mean, I don't know
Like
if
you get
they're
different
boys or
vibes.
girls. You have to DNA sex them.
Yeah.
Which I mean, I
So
didn't get them to
yesterday I
breed. These
found
ones I
out
didn't
that
get to
there's
breed.
a
I just
football
got
game
them
going on.
because they're pretty birds.
Mhm.
And
And most men
Yeah, they're
are at the
so
football
so
game.
cute. They're
generally,
so
generally
pretty.
they'd have probably
And there was some lady that had
like
an
maybe
ad up
two or three
selling a
eggs.
bunch of tools.
2 or 3.
And I thought,
Wow. They
she's
are
mad
So
at
very
her
pretty, and they
significant
they
other.
seem very social. Do they talk?
They're still babies. I've
Who
only
is?
had them
This
for
lady that had the
just
ad.
maybe a month and a half now.
Oh.
Oh.
So these guys are still very young, but I have no doubt with
So I went
time
over there
that I'll be able to teach them how to
and she
talk.
said her boyfriend or
Oh, look at
whoever
them
was
go. They're
cheating
just
on him
so
and that was the
pretty
last
too.
time.
Those are the most beautiful
And
birds.
he came and got his stuff but
Wow.
left
They're
some
very
of his
sweet,
stuff
yeah.
behind. And she just
They
wanted to
really
go
are
because he had a
gorgeous.
price to move
The scaly
like real
breasts.
fast.
I wish he would. I don't know if it's a boy or girl, but
That's good. So you
the
went and got
scaly
what you
breasts
wanted?
have like a yellowy.
I got a
This is why
really
they're called a scaly breast
lawnmower
because
for
it sort of looks like
$10.
scales on their chest.
12-2
You guys are
extension
in the
cord,
way.
100-footer
Well,
for
these ones
$10.
here are just so
Yeah.
A
multicolored
12-2
So
cord
and
is good.
gorgeous. Just
So yeah, there's
beautiful.
$10.
lots of different types of lorikeets. So yeah, these guys are rainbows. There's two different variations of rainbows here. So as I said,
And
we've
then I
got
got
this one's a yellow fronted rainbow, and then this one here is a red
heavy
fronted.
duty
So you
towing
can
strap.
see like the red chest there
Not like a
in comparison
truck
to the
towing
yellow.
strap, but like one that you hook
What
to
kind
like
of things do
bulldozers
these
Even
birds
and
eat,
shit.
Amanda?
Nectar.
Mhm.
So fruit and nectar. So they don't. These are not actually
And
seed eaters. If you were to feed them
I
seed,
got
they
a
would
really
actually
nice
die.
oil pump
Oh,
They
to
cannot
chain
survive
things,
just on.
tying
They
down
can't. Yeah, they
chains.
can't survive on seed. So
On
these
like
guys
They're in the
actually eat
box,
nectar.
Jane.
So they have. This is what I currently feed them. So I feed them.
and
I'll just give them some more food
a
right
gas
there. So
tank
it's just
and like a bunch of shit.
Oh,
pretty
on the other
gross.
account.
Yeah. So they
Oh.
get some nectar, and as I
It
said, I've got
didn't.
some fruit inside
Like
at the moment. I
$1,500
can
worth
come and
of
bring them
stuff
out
for
in a minute.
$40.
Hello.
Which they
that's
love. So they love
incredible.
So the
cucumber,
place that
apple,
the
banana,
so
pear.
The one does not want to let
Okay,
go of the cage at all. Yeah,
So the
right.
Apple
It's like
Corp's
like 007 over
at
there.
Roosevelt
It's
Road.
like got
That's
a
where the
grip
Beatles
and
No,
it's
yeah.
not letting up.
performance,
Meow.
and it was on a rooftop.
So you can
And
see
it
sort
was
of the yellow
they actually
a
the
bit
I think
police
there.
he's
showed up to try and
twerking
track it
though.
down.
Look at him,
After
he's
40
twerking.
minutes. Oh, my birds are loud. I'm
He's
sorry.
just a very quirky
Okay.
bird. Like I often find him like this.
So that's a good one. We can use that one for
And
play.
he's not a very good flyer either. So when he tries to fly, he generally falls.
And that's where the Apple Records was?
But as you can tell, these guys are very, very good
The Apple
to
Studio?
get around the cage. They have no issues in jumping from branch to branch.
Right. They're getting around facts. They
Oh,
look
dope.
like they're just so happy.
They're very active.
Like they didn't want to have to do
Okay.
a whole like move.
And they
while
are
they're
quite
set up,
quite
so they
young.
just
You've
took
only
that
had them for a
Yeah,
month
too
and a
much
half. If
work,
you're just
man.
coming into Meow and Me,
I
we
think
are
Just
with
type it
Queen
away on the
Amanda.
desk.
We have moved from her snake and her cats
So we've
and her
got
dogs. We're just
Charles
checking out
I wanna
her
learn how to tap
birds
dance.
right now.
Dodson,
And we
for
just
the
were looking
person.
at
We've got the commode,
lorikeets,
or the
right?
toilet, or the John, or the crap.
Correct. So rainbow and
Or-
western lorikeets.
For
And
the
these, what's
theme,
this? What is
and
this thing?
So these
Apple Corp's
these
headquarters.
are cockatiels. So these guys
Why are
actually
you
have
so far
different
away?
names depending on where you're from.
Me?
So some people
Yeah.
call them weary, some people
What
call
do you
them
mean?
I hear everybody
cockatiels.
else fine, but I don't hear you. You sound far
And
away.
then I've also got
I wonder if
budgies.
it's my earbud.
So I've got two budgies in here, and
Is
there's
that
three
better?
cockatiels.
Not really.
So this
That's
Hey,
fine.
two
I'll
here are
turn it
what
up.
do
actually
Hold on.
cockatiels eat?
Nope, you're already full blast.
So they're seed eaters,
everybody
but
else
they'll
I'm about to
always
jump out.
fruit and veg as well.
I gotta go get me something to eat.
I
They're,
can hear
these
you,
guys,
it's
they're
just
not
really
tiny.
low.
they eat anything
Oh.
that's grown
I
like
don't know.
seeds, snacks. They like
I'm not
fruit.
But I'm
How
gonna
old
Yeah,
is
so
your
see, they-
get
cockatiel?
these kids through the shower. Get their
I'm not
teeth
actually
brushed,
sure.
put
I
to
got
bed,
them
and
from
Later,
a
cheeseburger.
lady
Later, Lucky J.
who
I gotta get
originally,
a wicked.
that one
I
there
know.
was actually
Hey,
tame.
I'll
Go
just,
for it. I'll message
The
you
cinnamon coloured
on
one.
the other app.
But she's
Okay.
not very tame now.
cheeseburger.
And these
You're
two
amazing.
were given
Take
to
off my
her
phone.
You guys are great.
by a
You're
lady who couldn't look
fantastic.
after
We
them
gotta
anymore.
go.
So I'm not actually sure how old they
I
are.
love you, cheeseburger.
My
You're great,
budgies
and
I
you're
actually got from the
fantastic.
auctions. So I've got two
Thank you,
budgies in
Gopher.
here, and then I've
You're
got
welcome.
5 budgies in here. So this one here is a
I'm sorry
rainbow
that you had a
budgie.
rough day.
And then I've got green
Yeah,
and
it's
yellow. And then I've got another green and yellow. And then I've got white and violet. And then I've got
Ooh,
a blue.
wow. The white and
So
violet one is gorgeous.
I've got a little story about my little green and yellow male budgie here. One morning, because I come out here to feed them and give them water generally every day. One day I came, because this cage actually has 2 doors. And one day I went to open one door, realized I needed to open the other door, and I unfortunately forgot to lock one of the doors and got distracted. The next morning I came out and I had 4 budgies missing. So unfortunately, 3 of them I never got back. But this little budgie here, so he was, and you'll see the property very soon of how big it is and how out in the open I am, and how amazing it is that I got this little boy back. But it took him 2 days, and he would follow me when I was walking out on the property. He'd go from tree to tree, and I'd hear him up there, and I'd call out to him. He's not a tame budgie. He will fly away if I go near him. But he realised this is his girlfriend here,
Ooh.
and this is his best mate here as well.
Oh,
So,
he's got multiple breeding partners.
So yeah, that one there's a girl and that one there's a boy. So they actually grew up together.
Holly
So
budgie.
yeah, so within day 2, I was doing a walk around the property, and he followed me right up to the house. And I got all the way up to the cattery, which we're going to next. And he jumped onto my clothesline, and I just thought, well, I'll put the dogs and the goats away. And I come back out to the clothesline, and I put my finger up for him. He did actually jump onto my finger, and as I was bringing him close to me, some wild galahs came by and made a whole heap of noise, and he got spooked and flew off again. But he flew into a tree nearby. And what was lucky for me about the tree that he flew into was right next to the hose. So I was able to get the hose and soak him. So he flew down, or he dropped down to some smaller lower branches. And then from there, I was able to catch him, and here he is now. So that was a while ago. Unfortunately, I never found the other 3 budgies. They never came back, but I got 1 out of the 4 back. So yeah.
Oh,
So
they
he's
are
quite happy
so
to do that
beautiful.
now. But
The
yeah,
cockatiels and the lariqueets, rainbow lariqueets, the budgies, they are so pretty. And you think, are they all have the average lifespan of about 30 years, Amanda?
yeah. Budgie's probably around the 20-year mark. The
20.
cockatiel's probably around the 25, and yeah, the lorikeet's probably 25 to 30. So, and as I said, these
Wow.
guys are still baby. Like, these probably only 3-4 months old, so still quite very young. So
And now the lariqueets, they're only going to be eating nectar their whole
yep.
life.
So you can see there's nectar in here for them. And then they'll have some fruit as well, fruit
But
and veg.
no seeds, no
Daily breast.
veggies. No seeds, no veggies. But
No.
the
So veggies as well, but just no seeds.
no seeds.
So this
Okay.
here is the daily breast. I can get it
Oh,
to,
see, I mean, it's welcome and everybody. Welcome in. Thank you for the gifts. Now what is this right here?
So this is the scaly-breasted lorikeet. So that's that one.
Oh, he came off the side for a minute.
He did. And now the rainbows have
So like he's
started to go
007
back
over there
away.
climbing up the side of the building.
All right. All right, so let's go down to the cattery now.
Okay.
Actually, before we go into the cattery, so I showed you the big babies.
I know we always give like the whole show time when Amanda comes on, and we never finish all of them.
So we've got,
Aww.
this is Kelly, and these are her babies. So these guys are 3.5 weeks old now.
Look at them, they're so little. Hello, babies.
So this one here
Oh,
is a little blue tabby mink boy. Then we have a seal tabby mink girl, a seal tabby point girl, and a seal point boy. So their mum Callie here, she's a blue mink.
she's so pretty. She's so pretty. Look at that white little ball of fluff with silver ears. That's adorable too. How
So
old
these
are
guys,
the
they're
kittens?
just starting. They're 3.5 weeks old. So these guys
Three
are
and a
just
half.
starting to like really find their feet now. They're starting to be more inquisitive and be active and starting to interact with each other, explore their own bodies.
Oh, little baby. Look at how little their tails and paws are. So
Yeah.
cute.
So this little girl here, so she was, when I first weighed her, she was only 76 grams.
Oh my goodness.
Whereas opposed to the other 3, where I think the smallest was 110. So a huge difference of about 40 grams difference, which for a newborn
Wow.
kitten, the average weight of a newborn ragdoll kitten is 100 grams.
Ooh, so
She's
she's
very
the
tiny.
runt.
She's taken a while to, so she's taken a while to catch up, but So kittens start opening their eyes between 7 and 11 days. So these guys started to open their eyes probably around the 10 day mark. So the little mink, seal mink tabby girl, she was the first to open her eyes. Then the seal point boy was next. Then the little blue mink boy was next, and then the little seal tabby girl was last to open her eyes.
Mm.
As you can see, they're all finding their feet now. They do have a nice little bed in the corner there that they can go in, but they've never used it. So Kelly's always had them in that corner there, and then when they could start moving on their own, they found their way to the hardwood floors over here, and I've just been moving towels and things for them to have something soft to walk on. So yeah, they generally sleep on the hardwood floors, even though they've got plenty of other beds and things in here that they can sleep on.
Yeah.
So
They are beautiful. Ooh, all right. We've got some so
yeah.
now you guys see these are just little babies. If you're coming into Meow and Me, Amanda's taking us for a stroll. We just saw the newborn kittens basically. They're only 3.5 weeks old. They're so pretty, little white balls of fluff with little gray ears and such, little baby paws and little kitties and love and fluff, all of that. We've seen the snakes, we've seen the birds. We gotta see what's next. Ooh, I'm so
So
excited.
next is the big cattery. So this is
We're
where
in the
all of my adult cats
bookies.
live. So you've got to excuse I slept in here this morning, but they're all shedding at the moment. So this is
Oh,
Tammy.
good. It's
Um,
summer.
so yes, so
Well,
Tammy
it's summer in
is my
Australia.
little darling rescue girl. Tammy.
Hello, baby.
This is the cat playground. So we've got Princess, there's Angel, Freya, Batman, Thea, Leo. Then you've got Pandia and Dancer over there. Got that Princess in there. And then we've got Possum up here.
Hey,
Possum.
Jelly.
And we've got Cyrus. So Cyrus here is the daddy of the babies that are inside at the moment.
Oh, look at her. She's just so fluffy. Now, all of
So
these
it's a
breeds
boy.
of cats, all of the cats we're seeing right now, these are all specifically ragdolls, right?
No. So I have 4 rescues. So Batman's a rescue.
Okay.
Possum's a rescue. Tammy, the one behind, is a rescue. And where is he? He's hiding at the
Yeah.
moment.
And she has designated space for this many cats.
Yeah, so this,
It's important
as
to
you can see,
know.
like this is,
It's Go ahead, Amanda.
so yeah, as you can see, like this whole space here is converted into my cattery. So this is all just the cat space.
Right. It's a
Um,
cattery. And she breeds, she's a registered breeder for ragdolls in Western Australia, which
oh, there
is
he is.
very specific. But she also does rescue cats as well. And those are her 4 rescues as well
Yeah, so
here.
you've got Batman, Norris, Possum, and Tammy.
And
So
it's
Norris
so,
was born as a feral.
yeah.
So he came into care with 4 siblings. Unfortunately, one of his siblings was very unwell and passed away.
Mm.
His other 3 siblings, they actually all went to the same home. And then I kept Norris. It took me 8 months to build trust in Norris, for him to just let me touch him. Tammy? Tammy's very much a foot cat. She loves to be around your feet. She loves to be around you. Norris.
He's a foot cat.
I've
And
had
he's a
Norris
lover
probably
too.
4 years now.
I mean, for being feral though, and not that long ago, like look at the sociability of him. He's come a long way.
Oh, he like when I first had him, I could not be this close to him. Yeah. Um. Yeah. So I've actually got 3 entire males. So Cyrus, who's this boy here. So as I said, he's the father of the babies that I've got at the moment. So 2 of my boys are actually running free to come. There's Leo right now. Leo's very much a boy. He likes to try and dominate anything. So this is Leo. So Leo is actually the grandfather of Cyrus. And so Leo is my foundation boy. Leo, Tammy will just tolerate that. She'll tell him off eventually, but Leo, she's going to tell you off. So yeah, Leo's my foundation boy. So Cyrus is his grandson. And then Pandia here is Cyrus's mum. And then
she's
Dancer there behind, he's my other boy. Dancer is actually Callie's dad.
And it's important to know, like in Western Australia right now, what's the average temperature outside?
So right now it is currently 30 degrees at 11 a.m. Well,
and it's
nearly 11 a.m.
11 a.m. It's 30 degrees Celsius.
10:51 right now. Yeah.
So
Celsius. So that's
to
Hey,
P-triple-L. Hi,
Siri,
Belber. Thank you, legend.
what is 30 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit?
Thank you, Mr. Nice. 86 degrees Fahrenheit.
86, yeah.
So that's one of the reasons. Thank you. I was thinking around 90, but I just didn't want to inform people incorrectly. That's one of the reasons why the kitties are all in this like where they have place for them to rest inside the enclosure too, where there's shade. You can't keep, like, cats will generally go to try to find some kind of shade, and having a shady enclosure is just something that they love, especially when it's roaring hot outside.
Exactly. Yeah. So eventually I'm going to extend their cattery outside so they have somewhere outside that they can explore as well a little bit. But I'm going to turn the camera around now. I have stepped outside, but you're going to see like how open I am out here. So so if my cats were to get out, I probably would never see them again. So we're going to walk down here now because I've got a couple more things to show you.
I know, I'm super excited to see one of these little I don't want to give it away. I'm not giving it away. If you're just coming into Meow and me,
we'll go there last.
We are on a hike out on the western. We're in the Western Australia on the outback.
In the outback of Western Australia. I'm going to bypass that right now. I'm going to come into here. So we saw the baby geese before.
Look at him go.
The adult geese. And you were asking if they were mean before. Let me just let Chase in here. Come on, Chase. So they're not going to come near because I'm here. But if Chase was to go over and just, sniff over there. There's a big truck coming.
Wait, is that a chicken or is that a goose?
It is. Well, that noise is a rooster. So
it's a rooster.
That big white one there's a rooster. The black one over there is a rooster, and the little black one is the one that's crowing. And then the grey one here is a rooster. Yeah, so you can see his head start. Here's her. That's a girl. The other 2 are boys. So her head's starting to go down. She's so they're starting to
it's
get
really roostering. What do you call it when a rooster is that? What is it called when a rooster does that? Crowing?
It's just a rooster crowing. So
it's like really making the noise. I tell you what.
There's a lot of babies here right now, Jake. So, oh, yeah, so the goose is going to attack the dog.
You're
Gonna take-
listen, when eggs in the United States are like $6 a dozen, you could be making big money with all those chickens.
Sorry, I've got the 2 ducks here as well. So these are Muscovy ducks. So they're both girls. So then I've got, so that's, these are little partridge silkies. That's a boy and a girl there. Then I've got lots of babies at the moment. So they're all of various ages. So then I've got one little Polish cockerel. So he's the only one of these chickens who's not a silkie. Every other chicken here is a Chinese silkie. Some are bearded, some are not bearded. Most of them are white. So then we do.
He's really vocal. How many
and we've
roosters
got-
can
we
you
do
have
have some
around
eggs.
each other?
Well, it
Oh,
depends.
wow.
I've got a hen here who's sitting on, she's probably sitting on about a dozen eggs at the moment. So this is one of my other hens here. So she's one of the mums to the babies here.
She's so
It
fluffy.
depends on the roosters. Like I have multiple roosters in here right now. So I've got 2 adult roosters. So this big white one here is my original rooster. Then I've got that black one who's very noisy. And they get on fine.
Is that the one that
and then
keeps
I've got-
growing?
Yeah, the black one there is the one that's crowing. So, the only one of my chickens who's named is Moonshine here, which is the white rooster, and he already had his name before I got him. But his crow is a lot more pronounced. Although the little black rooster, his crow is getting there now, but when he first started crowing, it was very very interesting, I guess. No, so
How
so
old do chickens live for? I mean, how old are they like the
Um,
other birds that you have? Do they?
it depends. Some breeds will live like maybe 5 years, up to 10 years. It really
wow.
depends.
They live that long?
Yeah.
Wow.
Mhm.
They're
Yeah.
a commitment too.
Yeah.
Can you hear that
They're all
rooster all the way in your house?
Yeah. No, I can't actually. All right, come on, Chase. Come on, let's go. You're gonna
He's
get
a
lost in
real
here.
talker.
Come on. Let's go. All right, we have one last thing. So come on, Chase. Chase, those geese are gonna get you.
Oh, look at them. They're coming for him too. They're trying to beak him. Don't get beaked.
They will.
Oh my goodness, look at them. They're
Sorry.
coming. They're not playing around with the puppy.
So
Oh
the
my.
geese, they don't try it with me, but with my dogs they do. My Pepper, she'll have a go back at them, but Chase, he'll come and run to me. So we've got one last thing to see.
If you're just coming in meowing me, we just got done with the chickens and the geese, and now we're moving into the baby goats.
My boys.
Oh, and they're taking a ride. They're like helping each other out, walking.
Come on, Teddy. So that's Teddy up there. Teddy is a buck. Teddy is in rut right now, so see how he's licking his lips. So this is Prancer. Prancer is the baby.
Aww.
So as you can
Look
see,
at the
they're very
baby
friendly.
goat.
So these are Nigerian dwarf goats. Pepper, get out of there. Chase, come on. Let's go. Come on. So these boys, they know their food is in there.
Is that where they're
So I haven't
headed?
had, that is,
They know that. Do they think that like, hey, it's oh wow, yeah, they're not. Wow, they really do.
he knows exactly which,
Oh, oh, oh. the goats just pushed over the food container. I guess that's it's they want the food now, obviously. Um wow, these goats are feisty goats.
I lost reception for a second there.
Look at them.
So yes, they know there's 4 different bins in here. They know exactly which one their food is in, and they have no issues in going to help themselves, as you can clearly see.
How old are they,
I wasn't going
Amanda?
to
How
say
old are
them
the
yet.
goats?
So Teddy was born on the 10th of September, I think. The 10th of September. I don't actually know Prance's birthday yet. I've got to wait. I've got to get that information off the breeder. But he's probably how long have I had him now? A month. So
How old
he's
do they?
maybe
How
3
old
months.
do goats live for? How long do goats live for?
That's actually a good question. I don't really know if I know the answer to that one. I would say probably
15
at least
years? Frenchie says
20
15.
years. Yeah.
Oh, good long amount of time.
So they're still
I like
a
pet
decent
goats, me
commitment.
too.
So there, yeah. So Prancer is a wether. So he's a boy that's not really a boy anymore. And Teddy,
Oh.
so Prancer is Teddy's companion. So Teddy is definitely a buck. He very much thinks he's a buck. So eventually I will get some girls once I've set up. So I've only got boys at the moment. So once I've got some girls, the plan will be to breed and to milk. And that's the reason I got Nigerian dwarf goats, is because they are. Pepper, get out! Go on. So I've got to be careful where the dog's going here. Pepper, go. Go on. Thank you. So Teddy, that's a no. So I got Nigerian dwarf goats because I would like to milk them because I will use the milk for kittens.
Oh.
So when I have to bottle feed my kittens, if I need to supplement feed, or if I have a mum that rejects the kittens or whatever, and I need to make formula for them, I actually use goat's milk.
Smart.
So it's one of the reasons why I have the goats. It's also one of the reasons I have the chickens, because I use egg in that as well. But yeah, those are the 2 main ingredients in what I actually give to newborn kittens as formula, is goat's milk and egg.
Interesting.
So,
That is really interesting. And then with goats, I mean, what kind of things do goats do? I mean, I know that they eat and that they get into things that they're not supposed to, because I had a goat growing up. And it used to eat everything. Just everything.
goats are called ruminants. Oh, his head button Prancer. So that generally they generally eat like trees, bark, leaves, or like anything they can get off the ground. They love to eat the clothes that I'm wearing. They don't touch the clothes on my clothesline, but the clothes I'm wearing are not safe around the goats. But they love muesli, so this is muesli. Yeah, it's got some molasses in it, some oats, some muesli, yeah. So that's what they're eating right now. You guys, this is your breakfast. I hope you know. I hope you got enough there, boys.
So that's like
then
like their oats, they have to eat that's the kind of stuff they are supposed to eat, is goats, or not goats,
so
oats.
in the wild they would be eating so I was hoping that we weren't going to be in the machinery shed and they were going to be out here enjoying some time out in the paddock, because at the moment I can't let them free range. But
Sure.
they would generally eat like the bark off the trees, the leaves, all these like stuff on the ground here, all the roughage. They'd eat all of that. Um, so I have a lot of stuff that they can eat around here. It's all pretty dry out here at the moment, but like there's still a lot. They actually prefer probably the drier stuff anyway. But I don't have enough goats to cover what I need eaten right now.
Smart.
Come on,
Yeah. Yeah, I
you're gonna
wonder
come,
how
Teddy.
I live in the city,
Come
my
on.
neighbor would be like,
No.
get that goat out of here. Like, no, it's super like, so
He's fixated
multi-layered, and
now.
having goats is a real commitment, I think, because they
Come on.
are like, look at these goats go. They're smart, they're intelligent, they knew exactly where to go for the food. They knocked the food thing down and out. Hey Frank, they know what's
Come on.
up, and like
Teddy.
they must, I mean, and they're long livers. They live a long time, so they're a large commitment as well, for an animal on the farm. They are characters. They really are like big facts.
Hey, Frank.
Yeah, they're really cool.
He's gonna be a
I mean, what was your
We're going to
guys's
move
can
his
I mean,
food
now
because
that we're
he's just going
just
to
here
stand on
hanging
it.
out with the goats, I just want to ask people in the audience, what was your favorite animal on the farm today? Like, that's what I call Amanda's place, the farm. Like, she's got a whole ranch out there
What
in
is the
Western
farm?
Australia. I call it the farm, the ranch. Which animal was your favorite? Your Amanda cannot be your favorite animal, okay? Like I mean, that's a given. Okay, we're just gonna go ahead and bypass right over Amanda being your favorite. Um, People like the goats. It's the goats, the birds and the goats. Yeah, they really are fun, aren't they? The birds were beautiful. I love birds. I don't get enough. I don't know enough
Oh, wait.
people in here who have birds. That was a real treat to see too. You know, goats are really friendly. How big will a goat get full grown? How heavy will they weigh?
So as I said, these are Nigerian dwarf goats. So they're actually like Teddy's not going to get any taller than. That's not even your food now, Teddy. You're breaking everything. So yeah, Teddy won't get any higher. So they get a Nigerian dwarf goats get about 40 centimeters tall. So as you can see, Prance is got a little bit of growing to do yet. So you're gonna try and eat my hair now. Come on, Teddy. Right, he says I'm gonna stay in here if you're
It's
gonna
like
let me be in
trying
here.
to wrangle up a bunch of goats. Good luck.
Uh, if they hadn't have knocked that over, Teddy.
I know, like now
Teddy the pet.
they're trying to do
Teddy
it
the
to
pet.
all of them. They're smart. Goats are smart. Look at them go.
You're a pest. Yes, you are. So Teddy, I actually do laps. We haven't even been down to the paddock, so I take them out to the paddock every day, and I do laps.
Smart.
Come on, Teddy, come on. And Teddy will follow me around. It's the worst because I go out there and I literally do laps around the paddock. Let's see if I can go down there and maybe they might follow. Come on, Pepper, Chase, come on, let's go. So I go down here every morning, probably about 6 o'clock in the morning, and I come and do about 30-minute walk. I just do laps around the paddock. And I thought, if I come down here, maybe the dogs and the goats will come and walk around the paddock with me. Nope. I'll be lucky if the dogs do one lap with me, and then they'll come and sit under these trees here. Come on, Teddy. Come
I
on,
don't think Teddy's
Prancer.
coming. He's trying to beat up that
Oh, they're calling. They're coming.
pail with his food in it.
Come on. Here they come.
Oh,
Come
they're
on.
coming. Look at them go. Oh, they look so happy when they're running. They're like,
So as you
yay.
can see here, Teddy's just gone to his favourite tree. So this tree here, you can see the bottom of it has no leaves anymore. So Teddy
Yep.
likes to get into this tree and strip it off all the leaves.
He's
So that's his favourite
himself a
tree.
little snag, little foliage,
Yes, that's
little
exactly what he's
roughage in
doing.
his
So,
diet.
and Prancer's doing the same with all the dead leaves that are on the ground here. So he's going to eat all this stuff for me. So yeah, I'll come down here and I'll just do laps all the way around the paddock here. And sometimes Teddy will come up behind me. Now, as I said before, Teddy's in rut. What that means is Teddy wants a girlfriend.
There's a lot of guys on here who can totally relate to Teddy's situation. They too want girlfriends.
He will, and then he will try and do what he can to get a mate.
This is also the
I
case
don't
on
know
here.
what kind of tree it is.
These guys, I'm gonna start calling everybody Teddy. I'm gonna be like, you're like Teddy. Amanda,
I've had to
it's
start
already
last year.
nine.
This is what Pepper does down here.
It's already
Pepper loves crawling in
9:11,
the dirt.
so I'm gonna need you to flip around to you because I've got to wrap up this show. I only got like 3 minutes left of our show for today. And I would like for you to talk about you for just a few minutes. We got to see all of your pets. You guys, please, if you haven't, come up here to the top right-hand corner of your screens. Please hit underneath guest. It says Queen Amanda. Please make sure you hit her with a favorite so you can find her again. She has an incredible amount of pets. But Amanda, when do you stream? Let people know when you stream as well. She is from Western Australia, so she is a bit on a different time zone than us. It's 10 a.m. over there, almost 11 a.m. over there right now, 9 p.m. here. So Amanda, you tell us when you're streaming.
I don't actually stream very often anymore. So it's a really catch me when you can find me on kind of deal these days. I don't.
If you're lucky,
jumped on right now. Come on.
You may find her on with the kitties, the goats, the snakes, I love to have Amanda come on the show every once a quarter at least. I try to have her on once a quarter because she has an amazing amount of animals and they're all so well cared for. And she has rescue pets. She has pets that she is taking care of. She's a reputable breeder. She also has goats. She has the snake. She's out here. She's a true animal lover, and I am a big pet lover, and I appreciate the amount of care and work that she puts in caring for her animals and loving her animals and sharing her animals with all of us. And for that, I appreciate all of the hard work you do with your pets, Amanda.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think that's so important for people to see too, is that, not every breeder is somebody who's breeding out of their basement, and that there are reputable good breeders all around the world. You're in Western Australia, but there are some out there that do good work as well. And I think that's important too. Even though, yes, I encourage people, always to get rescue pets too, especially in the US where we have just so many. But there are so many good, reputable breeders too, and not everybody can have a rescue pet in their home, especially like around toddlers and infants and stuff like that too. And so, you guys hit Queen Amanda with a favorite. Amanda, thank you so much. We're coming off being featured here now, but I just want to say thank you so much.
Well, thank you very much for having me on the show. It's always a pleasure to come on and show you. I've always got something different every time I come on. So
I
maybe
love
next
it.
time I'll have something again.
I I I absolutely love it. I hope you all had fun tonight. Thank you all for joining me. Make sure you hit her with a fave here. I want to do some shout outs, even though we're past my time. I want to do some shout outs to the top gifters of the stream. Thank you, OG Vibes, to OG Lucky, Top Badge Legend, Mr. Moon, Moon Lover, Ginger, Roger, Baby Rainbow, Jilly Baby, Boss Bro, Commodore, Ange, Christy, Fred, all of you, thank you so much for all the gifts and the support of coming in on the show. And for all of you who came in, our bouncers, thank you so much for your time. And thank you for coming in and enjoying the show, because without you coming every week and watching us share our pets with one another, there's no reason for us to do the show. So thank you for you showing up to be here too. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Amanda.
Thank you. Appreciate being here and being able to share everything I've got here and my way of life here as well, because this really is a way of life.
It is. It is. It's incredible. I love it. It's really something special. It really is. It really is. And I say that from the very true place in my heart. I really enjoy watching all of your pets. Um, you're one of the few people on the app who has an incredible variety of pets and doesn't mind sharing them with everybody else. Because I do know some
Yeah,
people who have some really cool collections of pets, but they don't like sharing it with everybody. They'll share it with me, but nobody else. So I
yeah,
appreciate you being willing to share with everyone.
yeah, absolutely.
So, all right, I'm gonna get off here. Thank you, Amanda.
Thanks so much. See you next time.
All right, you guys, that was Meow and me. I hope you all had a great night. We are out of here. I'll see you later this week. Take care of yourself. Be kind to somebody else. We did not do pet of the week this week, and we did not do pets in the news this week, but we will come back and we will do them next week. This week was all about just doing some pet trivia and getting started with Amanda for the rest of the time period, because of the amazing amount of pets that we could see, and which was totally awesome, and awesome it was. So I hope you all come back next week for Meow and me. And if you're interested in being on the show, make sure you hit myself up or Emoji J up on my Instagram and let me know, hey Katie, I've got this kind of pet. I'd love to be on the show, and we will get you scheduled to be on the show. We don't, we put everybody on the show who wants to be on the show. So I hope to see you on the show or here next week. Bye everybody.